Hi guys, I'm Sean. This is Alyssa.
Gus is in our hearts, and this is in our rabbit hole daily.
And we're back, and things are looking just a little bit different than last time. That's right, we've got these fancy mic stands. Alyssa no longer has to hold on to things in her hand there, and you guys don't have to complain about it no more, so that's a good thing.
I was always adjusting the other ones.
Yeah, so this
and
is...
these
we're getting
don't
used
make
to it.
noise when you adjust it.
But, it's going to be a big improvement here for the channel. So apologies, we've been a little slow these last couple of days, but we're all set up now. And in fact, we are checking out a new video here that just came out. And so we're right on track for this one. And so this is Adipurush, which is actually I guess a remake or an imagining of the Indian mythological epic Ramayana. You guys have been wanting us to check that out for a long time.
Which cinema was the original?
Well, it's not really original cinema. It's an original mythological tale in India. So this is one of the biggest tales of Indian history. And so
you said remake, and so I'm like,
yeah. Well,
it's another remake.
It's been
so many remakes.
Yeah, not so much in that.
It wasn't a film
sense.
before.
I'm sure it has been a film. I think it's been just about everything, whether it's a film or a TV series or a cartoon. I know there is a famous cartoon series that people wanted us to check out, but it's an epic story that no doubt has been translated many different ways, and this is the latest telling of it.
Is it based on historical events?
I am not sure, but I know you guys will let us know. And so it features Prabhas too, from Bahubali fame. So we're looking forward to seeing that. What can I say? It takes place 7,000 years ago. And it says here it's Raut, who's the director here, Raut, who also directed Tan Haji, the Unsung Warrior, which was a big hit in 2020. And so it says this film is Raut's take on Indian mythological epic Ramayana by Valmiki, where Rama, the king of Ayodhya, travels to Lanka to rescue his wife Sita, who has been abducted by the king Ravana. Wow, okay. So there you go. We're going to check this out. It's about time. Let's watch it together here.
6 hours ago, and it's got over... It's like 12.5 million views.
Well, it's like I said, it's one of India's most famous stories, and so no doubt people are really keen to check out the newest iteration.
6 hours ago, actually.
Can you believe it?
Never happens.
And it'll only probably take us like 12 days to edit it, so, Here we go.
Oh, so majestic.
Yeah. Wow, he's meditating on Mars.
Underwater.
What is that in the sky? Oh, wow.
Reminds me of the monkeys
That's
from
creepy.
Wizard of Oz.
Wow.
What was that thing?
Okay. Oh, interesting.
के दो पैरों से अन्याय के आ रहा हूं अधर्म का विध्वंस करने.
That must be Sita.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. We know that god.
That what?
We know that god. That was the god that in Bajrangi Bhaijaan that he's always celebrating victory of good over evil. Damn!
Oh, look at the bear.
I don't know what Jai Shri Ram's. Jai Shri Ram. Wow.
That was epic.
Well, I'm enjoying that one.
Okay, I got Lord of the Rings vibes. Although I've only seen a little bit of one of them. Like the big fight scenes, because they have those mythological kind of creatures, or those like there were these creatures in the
let's
war
call,
thing.
Yeah. Well, historical creatures, historical figures.
Wait, so it is historical? I thought you said you didn't know.
Well, different. I oftentimes err on the side of caution, and unless I'm told otherwise, I like to refer to it as historical because,
like,
you know.
Do you think they were like Homo erectuses or something? Monkeys? Apes? Okay, sorry.
It's a famous tale from years past. I don't know which elements are true.
I think the one that was flying, like carrying the guy, was pretty cute.
Well, I think this whole story was based on sort of like an old book. It's kind of like Homer's The Odyssey or something, where it's like this epic tale. I'm wondering how they're gonna fit all of it into one, sort of like 3-hour movie, because, like I said, as I understand it, not only is the novel extremely long, but they've even made like entire series out of this story. So they're gonna have to cram a lot into sort of one thing.
I have a feeling there's gonna be sequels, and I would think, but
I would almost think that this would be like the first of almost like a trilogy or something like that. But maybe not. I don't know.
I just love how it's so cold. There's like snow. There's somewhere. I don't know if they're in the Arctic, and then they just like have a cape, like a fur cape, but it's not even covering their arms. They're like still in like a tank top, and then he's just got this like fur thing like flowing behind.
Well, I mean, you want to show off the if you've been working that hard on the chest,
like,
you don't want to hide that under a winter coat.
But they don't need wasn't the guy who was shooting the arrow at the sky and then like fire was coming out of it, so like they can make their own fire, so I don't think they need a winter jacket.
Well,
fine.
I guess we'll figure this one out. So that does look like fun. I did notice that there were some people out there who are criticizing the CG, saying that it was a little bit hokey.
I did notice like there was a close up of a monkey thing, and I was like, okay, it just looks a little bit too unrealistic.
Yeah,
like,
you might have to suspend belief a little bit there. It was maybe almost a little rough around the edges.
I don't know how to describe it. It was like the features were almost too like sharp look, like it's like it just didn't like fit in with the background as much or something.
It sort of felt like a separate it
was done well
kind of thing.
It was like done well for the creature and that, but then like the texture of it,
they need to work on the lighting or something like that.
It almost was like a little bit like 2D looking or something.
Well, we've got some time to polish this stuff out. It's not going to be out till 2023. Now we need to check out this tale in some form, whether it's this film, whether it's another rendition of it, whether it's the cartoon series. Let us know, guys. Where do we start with this epic tale?
I guess it is a good idea to like put out a little teaser like quite a while before the film. Like the film isn't
get feedback, fix the mistakes.
Yeah, the film isn't done yet, right?
No,
do they put teasers out before the film's been fully edited?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so then they can be like, monkey guy. Like whoever's on Monkey Guy, like fix that.
Whoever's on Monkey Guy. Well, I'm fine either way.
It's probably
sometimes
a team
you
of
just
people,
gotta
obviously,
sort of
but they're like, maybe they'll just fix
these things and enjoy the epic tale nonetheless. Well, I'm glad we finally checked this out. We're going, like I said, this is not the last time that we're going to be talking about this epic tale, the epic tale of Ramayana. Do we start here? Is there some other stuff you guys would suggest we take a look at? Do we look at a summary? Do we just sort of watch the whole thing?
Because do we ruin the movie for us? Like, do we look at someone that's talked about it in a video or like explain the story? Or do
we just sort of go into this one?
Do we read the story before?
Yeah, I'm kind of getting the sense too, if they're constricting everything to sort of like 3 hours, it might be one of those films, because the Indian public is so well versed in it that they kind of expect the audience to have a certain amount of knowledge of the story going into it to fully appreciate it. So we might need to do a little bit of homework.
The premise is
he's saving his wife.
Gets taken.
Yeah,
they didn't show any of that in the teaser.
That's about
everyone
as much as I got.
knows they don't need to, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. In India, it would be just everyone would know the tale already, right?
Are they both kings though? There's two kings, and then just the one king takes her. I thought you said like, the king kidnaps her.
Let's see here. I'm very unfamiliar with this, but it sounds like perhaps there's been a couple of kings here involved. So one who's doing some kidnapping and one that's doing some rescuing. So
made him feel like he could just swipe up someone else's wife.
We're gonna have to check out the movie, The Tale, to find out. And if you guys would like to help us explore this world a little bit,
I was interested in
did
the
you
story.
have more things to say there?
Well, that when that happens in like movies or stories too, it's just so sad. And just like when it's like, you're gonna be my wife now, and you can tell she's just like not happy, and like she'll be crying and this, and then like the king will just like have just like won't acknowledge that she's like, he'll just be so full of himself that he thinks that like
He's like, she'll get over
is
it.
all
She'll
over
learn
him.
to love me.
He thinks that she wants him, and that it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, she'll eventually like me, like she'll eventually love me, like
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I'm not
It's
sure
gonna
what
take a few years.
exactly how
But
it goes
it's just
down
like
in this
you
one,
can't
but-
force people to like like why would you want to even be with someone that like loves someone else that's literally was married to someone
Yeah.
else?
Yeah, well, because you're evil. Because you're an
Territorial,
evil king, and that's
Toxic
what you do.
masculinity.
At its worst. Well, there you go.
Okay, let's sign up.
Thoughts have been shared.
Pressing
and if
the button
you guys would like
with
to,
my toe.
I guess
Got it.
there's a few things we still need to tweak with this new setup here. Anyways,
I need one of those. Like, is there like a finger
and
on
stick?
like a poke and stick?
that's right. Yeah, we'll get you one of those. In the meantime, if you guys want to check out the next thing we react to, then be sure to
Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, choose all from the drop down. I'm so tired of doing this.
all of
I
that
need to
good
make
stuff.
a
We love you guys a whole lot. This is
digital
Internet
outro.
Rabbit Hole Daily RH signing off.
Bye.
Bye, guys.